Welcome everyone to this week's Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So this is my new crown. This is Goddess Flora, an empowerment crown, and she's filled with fluorite and rose quartz and of course green Swarovski crystals. So we're going to use green and pink for our Colorscope this week. Only two colors, but we're going to have a little bit of an extra flavor to it. So use your intuition to select one of those colors, green or pink. Alright, so you probably know that green and pink are the colors of the heart chakra. Green is the outer heart and pink is the inner heart. At least that's how I interpret it. So starting with green, what I want you to do first is I'd like you to decide using your intuition whether you want card 1 or card 2. So do you want card 1 or card 2? I'm actually going to pick a number of cards for each of those. So decide if you're going to want 1 or 2. Okay? So let me just choose some of those. Now, green is a color of abundance and prosperity and new beginnings and a new identity. But when I was tuning into this, it felt almost like you were lightening up. It felt like something was changing for you. You were getting rid of something, and there was just a sense of like a fresh air, spring feeling to it. And it felt really good to me. But at the same time, I kept seeing this darker green as well. So it feels like some other part of your life, there's still a little bit of heaviness, but that darker green was giving me this kind of sense that you're halfway there. You're halfway to the end of whatever that is that's been going on. So if you chose card 1, then of course you get 3 cards for card 1, choice 1. So I chose a color card for you. So this I'm going to have to see which one it is. I can't see the colors properly. Oh, this is Love and Light. This one's Love and Light. It's number 23 in Urasoma. And it's pink. Isn't that interesting? So this is kind of rose pink. And to me, this is just saying that, you know, you may have been through a little bit of a difficult time physically. This says that you may have been a little bit vulnerable and you're still trying to pick yourself up physically. It can be emotionally as well, but it feels more like it's a physical sort of energy for you. So you may be trying to get your energy back. With this pink energy, I'm feeling almost like you need to be careful with your diet or take care with your diet or eat a particular thing like red meat or potatoes or something that will give you energy, that you know intuitively will give you energy. Yeah, it feels like that's what that's connected to. You have the emotional withdrawal card and also synthesis. These are both 8, which is interesting. This one should be the 8 of Cups. And if you see, this person is sitting by the ocean, and this one with synthesis is the 8 of Crystals. That would be the 8 of Swords normally. And this is usually kind of a communication, travel energy. And this being by the ocean, you know, and again, I get this feeling with the green particularly and with the pink that's come up, that you may have just been doing too much and you need some time away, that you need some space. Green is about space. And that emotional withdrawal card may not necessarily mean that you're emotionally withdrawn. It could just mean that you need some time and space to process something, and being by the ocean will help you to do that. Especially emotionally, it'll help you to do it. With the synthesis energy, what's interesting with this is I notice there's computers or technology in here. So I feel almost as if you're going to do something new, or you're going to learn something about technology that it's going to help you in some way to broaden your outlook. So that's number 1. So let's see what comes up for number 2 as well. Choose these at the same time. I'm also being shown leaves with the green. So something is growing for you. There's something new blossoming, which is kind of cool. And I'm being given the number 4, so it's like 4 months comes up. Yeah, feels like 4 months. I'm going to take the top of each of these cards for you, number 2. You're green and 2. Okay, so you have, this is red and purple, and this is called Living in the Material World. When this one comes up, it's about making friends, connecting to people, getting information about your finances and new ways of making a living. So it's almost like there's networking in some respects in this particular bottle energy. With the purple that's there, it can say that because you've had maybe financial issues, that you're trying to look at new ways of doing things, and there's going to be a group of people that's going to help you with that. Yeah, with the red energy. You get the patience card, which is here, and that's usually temperance, so that's being economical with your finances as well. And the Sage of Wands, the seer that's here, it's very fiery, isn't it? That fiery energy. Again, I feel that it's financially, don't spend too much, don't just think that you can buy stuff because you're going to make the money later. Save your money. Be careful with your cash right now. You're going to need it for something else. That patience energy, I get this sense of healing, and just a little bit of healing is needed for your finances as well. So you could be extremely abundant, but there could be something that's going on financially, or it could be something that's going on with your savings, and there's just a sense of needing to be a little bit careful with them. Okay, so we're moving on now to pink, right? I'm going to put these back there. So pink is the inner heart. So the inner heart energy, you know, again, I get this word of blossoming. So there's a sense that you're blossoming with the green, there's a blossoming as well. But with the pink, it feels almost like a childhood dream is coming true. There's something that you've wanted, and it's now starting to come into fruition, or there's an opportunity to move in that direction. That's the feeling of it. And that childhood dream could have been to have a partner, to be married. It could have been to have a fabulous job, or it could have been a hobby that you wanted to pursue and you just couldn't do it. So that pink energy feels like something from the center, from the core of your heart, is now going to be realized. A dream is going to be realized. It feels really nice. And you know, when I think of the rose quartz in here in the crown, there's that sense of love, of really, oh, makes me feel so good, and it gives you a sense of self-worth as a consequence. So I'm going to shuffle these cards again, see what we come up with. So it's first card there. I like to shuffle this way. It's easier for me because the big cards, they can be a little bit challenging, I think. I've been reading cards since I was about 11 years old. Did you know that? My mother bought me my first tarot deck when I was around 11. Okay, so we get the crown chakra. That's interesting, isn't it? So it's like the rose quartz energy in here and opening your crown up. The crown chakra can be very much about faith, about having faith. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on that faith as well. The crown chakra is violet, so it could be that you're coming to the end of some phase and there's a new phase that's coming in. You know, I feel like July is really important, and that's 4 again, isn't it? Another 4 energy. You get the 8 of Cups. Now that's interesting because that came up before. The 8 of Cups, and in the other deck was that emotional, for the green, it was that emotional sitting by the ocean card. Well, this one is showing like a stagnation, that something is blocked, something has been blocked for you. So yeah, and I can relate to this myself as well, with some kind of emotional disturbance, and it could be in your body, or it could just be that something's not working for you, and some emotional sense, feeling, vibration, what is that word? It's like there's some kind of emotion that's sticking and it's stopping you. It's an obstacle from your success. And when I'm looking at this, you know, there's frozen, if you can see this, hopefully the camera doesn't kind of go out of focus, but there's frozen water that's here, and there's flowers that are blossoming. And you know, that frozen water, the flowers need the food of the water. So it's almost like whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to blossom, then your emotions are a big part of that, and they're frozen and they need to be defrosted so that that part of you, whatever it is you want to blossom, can be fed, can be nurtured. All right, so it feels like that energy is right. Now here, this one is breath of love. This is what my cat does, Mimi. She has these same colors, the turquoise and the magenta, when she's purring, when she's happy, when she's feeling nurtured. So turquoise and magenta are colors of rejection and love all at the same time. It's a little bit of a push-pull that's going on there. So something that you want, somebody that you want, some energy that you want. It's like you want it and then you're pushing it away. No, I can't have it, or I'm not good enough, etc., etc. So interesting for you. So that was our first set of cards. I feel with that as well that it's almost like you need to relax and let go and stop trying so hard. It feels like that's a message that needs to come up for you. All right, so for the second set of cards, for our pink, I hope this didn't get too confusing. It's kind of an idea in my head, and now I'm thinking, it could have been hard to follow, but I'll write it in the write-up, okay? La 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 la. See what else we get. Oh, you get Archangel Jophiel. So this, you see that lovely pale blue, and this is an olive that's there. Those are the colors of healing the heart and healing the planet, and connecting to fairies. This crown connects to fairies, with Flora, with the goddess Flora. And so, you know, you are a healer. Now, you're here as a healer for the planet, and you're here to heal yourself. It's all reflections, isn't it? We're all here to heal ourselves. But this has come up because there's a need for healing. And it could be just that you need to give healing and receive healing at the same time. So I feel that sense of giving and receiving in that. Okay, so the other one here, there's a lot of financial issues coming up again. This one is the Five of Pentacles. This would be the Five of Pentacles. So with this, financial and material changes. And, you know, with this, it's like your hands are being strapped down. So it's almost like you're stuck again. There's something with finances that are stuck. And they're just stuck because it's like you can't do what you want to do. But I feel almost as if you need to change your perspective on that. And once you change your perspective, then it will begin to free up. That finances will begin to free up. I'm looking at, when I see this, I see the red energy. And it's like there's an anger that's there. It's not fair, I'm not getting what I want. But with that red anger, you can turn it so that it moves the perspective, moves, it shifts energy for you. And I see red in this as well, the Fool Child. The Fool Child is actually the Fool card, usually, in the tarot. And this is, you know, this is a new beginning. It's a new beginning for you, and it's like you're starting again, beginning again. And again, with the finances, this could be, you know, you're financially strapped to begin again. But I just feel like there's a change in perspective that's needed, that will support you then in that new direction. Alright, so let's choose some cards for all of us. I won't shuffle them again. I'll just pick a card out of here and we'll see what we get for the week. Right. I always like to take one from different decks of cards. This one wants to be that one too. We wanted to have two cards from there. So let's start with the colour one first. So this one is called Vision of Splendor. It's yellow and white. I see this as a champagne cork flying off. I also feel like there's a sense of religion in there. So there's a sense of faith, and finding your own faith and finding your own truth in that particular bottle. And there's a feeling that you're going to discover something this week, and you're going to have an aha moment. It's like, oh, that's it. That was it. I feel that's that yellow energy. It's clarity. This is fabulous. 10 of Cups. So we get lots of fabulous emotional stuff. So with these two together, look how that golden energy is. These two together, it feels like something's going to start flowing. About time too, right? And these two wanted to come together, and they are exactly the same. So we got the root chakra, and we've got the firm foundation, which is usually the Four of Pentacles. So with that, that is saying that once you're grounded, you can reach new heights. Yes! Don't you just love that? Alright, so that's it for this week's Colorscope. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do check my website, sealwithlove.com, and be sure to enter the Earth Angel Necklace giveaway. We've only got a few hours left. It finishes today, Sunday, Mother's Day. And happy Mother's Day to everyone. That's why we needed pink and green. Finally, I realised why. Sending you lots of coloricious blessings for your week ahead. Bye!